everyone. It's Amanda Rieger Green coming to you after a little bit of a hiatus. And today I'm going to be chatting with Taylor Green, who is my stepdaughter. Usually people say, oh yeah, but we have a pretty remarkable journey. I've been married to her father for a couple, 2.5 years, and have been with him for 3.5. So I've known Taylor for a while, and it's really amazing the connections we make in our lifetimes and the strides that we make when we're able to see each other as we really are. And that's been the gift of this relationship. But Taylor has also taught me a tremendous amount about conscious eating. And that has been a huge asset to me as far as opening up more to my psychic and clairvoyant gifts, all of my extrasensory gifts, by having a healthy physical body. So not only in my physical exercise and yoga practice, but what I put into my body, I notice there's a huge difference in what comes out and the alignment and the awareness and the wisdom I'm able to access. Taylor and I just went on a 10-day Vipassana retreat. It was not a retreat, it was a meditation course. And this course really was a journey inward, examining the framework of the physical body, using the framework of the physical body to tell the story of the mind, body, and spirit, and really integrate everything in order to access innate wisdom and pure truth. So it's a lot about observing the body objectively. And I'll let Taylor talk a little bit about her experience, because right before I picked her up, she was quite ill, and we had been planning this for a while. So there was a moment where we thought maybe she was not going to be able to attend. However, it was a setup for some pretty remarkable change. Yes, it was a setup rather than a setback for some remarkable change, and I'll let her share that with you.
So we left on a Wednesday, and the Tuesday right before, I woke up 6 a.m. and last night was coming up, and I had a fever of 102, and I thought, I've been signed up for this Vipassana since January. It is critical that I go because there are things in my life I needed to change, and I needed Vipassana. And so I got in the car a little pale on Wednesday morning, and had a little bit of a rough first day at the meditation center, and the rest of it was smooth sailing. So I'm really glad that I broke that old habit pattern of being flaky, of bailing, even on myself, because I wasn't bailing on anybody but myself. Nobody else was affected but me. And
Awareness.
In
action.
Yes, indeed. And I also was able to firsthand get a very close look at impermanence, because I could have been sick for 3 days. It's just still impermanent, but one day was like all I needed to be like, wow, just one day of being totally in bed ill, and it's impermanent, anicca, it leaves. And I was able to attend the retreat with Amanda, which is really important on many levels, especially that we are having our own retreat at the end of the month, the 19th through the 21st, and we'll be incorporating a lot of the wisdom and the compassion and the tools that we learned on our experience on our journey. If you have any struggle, pain, need for clarity, you can come to our retreat, but you can also go to a Vipassana at dhamma.org and find the course schedule there. I'm 23 years old, and I've been struggling with severe anxiety disorder, depression, and chronic panic attacks, debilitating, since I was about 18. So my entire adult life has been full of suffering and struggles and pain, and Vipassana has allowed me to observe rather than react, and I can not have to suppress or to push away or create an aversion. I can objectively watch and be an observer of my emotions, my feelings in the body, my thoughts, anything going on within is be able to be observant of it and to let it pass away, because it's impermanent. Nothing, no emotion, no sickness, it's all impermanent. It's all going to be in the past at some point or another. So I firsthand got a real good look at impermanence, and I've been able to really integrate a lot of the tools we've learned into my daily life. Been meditating every morning and evening. I had no meditation practice before Vipassana. I'm a yoga instructor, but I hardly had a yoga practice before my Vipassana. And I am looking forward to hosting a group meditation once a week starting later this month. So you can find that link down below after the video. And Amanda has a lot about integration that she learned, and she'd like to share.
So, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom, with the Vipassana technique. Through my yoga, I had gotten into the physical body through conscious eating and changing my eating patterns, and also what I put into my body. I had become more aware of the physical body, but through this experience of Vipassana, I am now able to really experience my body inside out and really working with the nature of change, impermanence, through my physicality. And again, it's coming back to basics and back to the physical body. And that's what's beautiful about this technique. But in addition to that, the integration. So it's like, what do we do when we get back? And both of us have had similar experiences, but very different. But as far as coming back in and integrating, and that happens to be the energy that we're in. April was a heated retrograde month. It was also a 5 energy, very dynamic force and change. Taylor is a life path 5, so she understands that innately. But now we're in this 6 energy, this nurturing, this healing, this incorporation. And we're also we've got Mercury direct and Venus direct. So our communication, our cognition, our intelligence, as well as what we love and value, and the changes we've experienced in what we love and value, how we integrate those things, because old patterns, old belief systems come to the surface. As far as the integration goes for me, an old belief system of mine that I'm very aware of is my body insecurity and being critical of my physical body, that I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not fit enough, whatever the story is, the old story that plays in my mind. And during the Vipassana, I actually had experiential appreciation of this physical body and all of the things that it does for me without me telling it to. And really the magic and the intricacy that goes on in the framework of our physicality. So with that, now when I hear some of those old storylines popping up, like I'm not exercising enough, or oh, maybe I ate too much, whatever the story is, I catch myself and I don't judge or shame. I just say, hey, wait a minute, that's a belief system that no longer serves me. And that's something that I talk a lot about with my clients, is recognizing those belief systems, those changes, and then incorporating the newness and releasing what no longer serves you. So that's really the integration that we're both experiencing. Do you have anything to add to that as far as any kind of integration for you, and just getting back to cooking and dealing with clients? Maybe dealing with clients.
Yeah.
Because you've been really busy since we've been back. We've only been back 4 days.
Yeah, this is our 4th day back. And you find that communication is still challenging, but the tools that we have brought back with us allow us, like Amanda was saying, to objectively view it, not react to it, to see it, old habit pattern when it arises, and to let it pass away so that you can create new habit patterns. As far as being back in the kitchen, it feels great. I feel, and some of my clients have mentioned, I feel like I'm eating like enlightenment food, because our food is our energy, and energy is food, food is energy. It's interchangeable. And I've really thought that was very sweet of some of my clients to say, and I'm looking forward to continuing this path. There's a lot of chefs there's a lot of cooks, there's a lot of methods. And my method is definitely cleansing the body, detoxing from processed foods, especially sugar, cutting down on animal products, especially meat and dairy, and just having a vision of a higher vibrational community, being more sustainable, being more compassionate, and just being more aware of how we eat affects our environment and affects the world as a whole, because the whole factory farm industry is really affecting the world as a whole and the planet Earth itself. So I have this new awareness that I'm really incorporating into the way I cook, more meditatively, not as rushed. I make sure that I have plenty of time, which is something I really got back from Vipassana, was lots of time. I have so much time and so many things to do in that time, and it's really beautiful to be able to be as healthy as I am and execute these things. So I've been on a plant-based diet for over 10 years now, so I'm very specialized in dietary restrictions. I use a lot of plant-based paleo recipes, which is probably intriguing for you because you think paleo, you think meat and fat, and it is totally possible to have a plant-based, cruelty-free, plant-based paleo diet. So you can find all the information in the link below, but I've just had a great time integrating back into the community, seeing my family, friends. You start to just be more aware and understand why things happen and why certain situations arise, and when things get kind of tense, you don't have to become the intensity. You can just watch it and observe objectively, and I've really enjoyed using the tools. I feel like I have a shiny new toolbox instead of an old rusty one that's got cracked paint and whatnot. So, and very blessed to have been able to go with Amanda, who's not only my stepmom, but very much a soul sister that I feel like we get to really remove all of our labels when we're with each other and all of those expectations. And when we can do that with one person, we can do that with a lot of people. And that's the main gift you can give back after taking a Vipassana course, is to share it with others, and in hopes that others will like to attend a 10-day course as well.
So, living wisdom, and that's such a part of the Vipassana technique and the wisdom from the Buddha, which is where this technique came from. But it's open to everyone, and it's really utilizing your body. So thank you so much for sharing your experience and the application of that experience. And as it evolves, I look forward to continuing to see where it goes. Taylor is 23, so to go on experience a course like this at that age, I think is just remarkable, and will add so much value and intention behind what you do in the community and beyond. So everybody take care. There'll be more information about the universal energy and integration. May is really a month for integrating, because we've come out of some heavy retrogrades. We still have them going on, like I said, but it's a month of integrating, which means healing and getting ready to grow. The rest of this year is going to be about growth, so it's important to have a solid foundation. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and if you like information on what we're talking about here, please reach out about our Spiritual Clarity Retreat, which is the 19th through the 21st of this month. And we'll have more workshops together in the future, most definitely, maybe something in late fall. And yeah.
Take care, everybody. Namaste.
How my phone did that. Mine's totally charged.
It's charged.